What's up, everyone? It's Rachel Lindsay, and if you love all things Bravo, then you need to be listening to Morally Corrupt. Every Tuesday and Friday, your favorite Ringer podcasters and I dive into Bravo's biggest moments and dish out hot and always unfiltered takes. And guess what? Now you can watch us too. That's right, Morally Corrupt is now available in video on Spotify. So whether you're listening in your family van or watching next to your white refrigerator, don't be all uncool and miss out. Catch new episodes every Tuesday and Friday only on the Ringer Reality TV feed.
Today I have someone very special here, Danny Murphy. Now, Danny is, I'm not going to say the better half because we love Evan. Did I just say that? No. Is one half of Page Six reality TV expert duo, Virtual Reality Honey. And they are the #1 source for all exclusive reality TV content and all things pop culture. Hello. Welcome to Please See Below, my brand new podcast, all about perfecting the art of oversharing. Here, we mention the unmentionables and talk about topics and things that no one wants to say out loud, but everyone is desperate to know.
Ooh, hi, Brynn.
Also, happy Pride, gang.
Oh, happy Pride, Brynn. I know. I feel like we should just be having a little parade right now.
Yeah, right?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
yes.
I feel like because the way I've only had like a couple lesbian tendencies, I get to only celebrate for like 2.5 days.
But you're giving
something.
But I feel like you embody gay.
Yeah.
You gotta go in.
Yeah, so I get a couple days.
Yeah,
right?
so you get a couple days. Maybe like business. Yeah, like Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Wednesdays
not the
and
weekends,
no,
but
no, not the weekends.
Yeah.
No. Or maybe even the boring days. During Black History Month, I say I have to stop participating on mid-month. But same thing. So here I only get like a couple days.
Like a couple days.
But no, I'm so excited to have Danny to dive into all the wild pop cultural moments happening right now and maybe even do some hot goss.
Oh, a little. I mean, I love gossiping with you.
I know.
We have
a
fun.
little kiki.
I know.
I get in trouble.
You do?
After, yeah.
Sometimes I do.
Oh, really? Wait, okay, that's what I wanted to ask. And when sometimes have you, okay, so why are you laughing?
Oh, because the DM's DM from a lot of different people. Yes.
Is it like all, okay, so talk to me. Is it Bravo peeps or?
Not execs, not like some of the other cast members. Yes.
Yeah, the cast members. Yeah.
And it'll be things where if it's like you're doing a recap and someone doesn't like what you're saying,
Yeah.
or if it's like you're doing an interview and you're like, but you're interviewing my enemy, and it's like I can't.
Yeah.
Like that's just part of the cycle.
But I've literally DM'd you.
You have.
I've DM'd you a couple of times. Well, because after
But
when
you-
people say, I'm like,
Yes.
it's not. I'm like, just between us. Can I?
No.
Because
I appreciate that moment.
I don't need you to course correct anything. That's not
yes.
That's not on you. I always say like I generally love you and Evan. I just want you to know that like I'm not like an evil.
And
bitch.
that's also the hard thing too, where it's funny because I forgot about that. Yeah. But because there are times where people are like, oh, put that out there instead, and I'm like, well, I can't.
That's not
I was like, I'm not on the cat. I was like,
yeah.
I'm not holding anything up.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate when it was like something like that where they're like, hey, just so you know the context, so you're not looking at me different.
Yeah.
Like that happened recently with someone on a show where they were just like, I want you to know this is where I was coming from with that, and I'm like, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is good because I know it's hard.
Yeah. Okay, wait. What's the craziest? You don't have to name names. So what's the craziest like situation or reaction that someone has had to you? Has anyone ever gotten really like mad at you? Like, fuck you, Danny.
Not. Someone has iced out me and Evan for a little bit, and he has talked about it. We accidentally pissed off Erica Jane once.
Ooh,
'Cause
don't do
Sutton
that.
did
Don't do
it.
that.
But we were interviewing Sutton, and we laughed at something she said about her ticket sales in Vegas. And it was at a live show, so it's very hard to land the plane there. And then Erica, of course, heard and did not like that. But all is good now.
Yeah.
But no one, I don't think, no FUs. At least I don't remember them. I hope not. But yeah.
Just blank them out. You're like, well, after you've been told enough times to go, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You kind of.
And then, but I do like, then like a lot of times, like, I can't believe that person said that to you. I'm like, I think you have your number because they're on your cast. You can text that.
Yeah, right?
Or I'm like, give it to them at the reunion.
Do you sometimes find, feeling like the middle man between cast members?
Not all, because it's the hard thing where me and Evan always talk about where it's like, and it's tricky because it's sometimes like, of course, like would piss off someone on the show where it's like, I do, for the most part, I like everybody that we interview and talk to because I'm like, they're not doing the things to me.
Right.
And it's more so just like interpreting. And also when I'm like, you're interviewing someone, I'm not going to be like, hi, so I like your castmate more than you, so I hate you. Because then I'm like, then I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
So then it's a hard thing. So then it's telling someone like, no, I hear you, but I got to hear them.
Yeah.
And then you guys have to work this out on the remix or still hate each other and be on the show forever.
Yeah.
It's great then.
It keeps working for me. Yeah. You're like, I love it. You're like, and keep coming back and letting me talk
I
to
know. And I'm sure though, also because it's a thing like after a reunion, I'm sure like the last thing any of you want to do is talk to anybody.
Yeah. Yes. And it's hard too because it's like there's it's like a time warp because it's like you filmed it and then time has passed.
Yeah.
Then you rewatch it. Then you have to relive it and talk about it 9 months later. So it's like it's an absolute like time warp.
And it is the hard thing too where it's like, because then you watch it and get heated again. And also like a recap is different than an interview because sometimes a recap you're like, okay, that was a really funny moment.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just the way because like Bravo editors are so good at comedic moments and things like that. Well,
yeah.
I know you might have a lot of other things.
Let's cut to commercial break.
But there's like when it's like a cut to like a dog on the floor doing a funny face and stuff like that. I'm like, that's so funny, but it's when someone's pissed off and like we're laughing about that. They don't always love that, but I know as a viewer, the Bravo editing, I'm like, okay, they're painting but I know not always is the case.
Yeah, not always is the case. I mean, sometimes, like at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for like everything that you've done. But it's kind of interesting how, they kind of piece everything together.
Can I ask, have you been talking to any of the girls?
I have not really.
Okay.
A little bit, just a couple texts with like Jessel and Aaron, like nice things about like life events and stuff. Yeah, but the rest of them, no, not really.
Do you want to, or?
I don't know.
That's fair. Because of course, I just was when I was walking over here, I was remembering that they did like a whole Fashion Week photos together, and I was like, oh, it is the girls texting. I guess that.
There was a photo. And I actually had just wished Jessel happy birthday. She's like, oh my god, thanks, P. We should get dinner together. Blah blah blah. And then I saw that she posted a picture with everyone, and this is my face. I'm like, hey guys, hey.
How y'all doing?
And then this is me. I'm like, should I like it? And then I like it, and I'm like, no. Fuck them. And then unlike, and I'm like, God, but I miss it. Like, you know, I just keep going back and forth. Yeah.
Well, it's a hard thing where it's like, even like with any friends when you need a beat from someone.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I just need a minute.
Yeah.
And let some dust settle.
Right.
And then go from there.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. But who most surprised you? Who did you like? Ooh. Oh wow, this is either in a good way or bad way. Like different from
trying to think who was a really fun. There have been a lot of people like. It is a funny thing, like, because watching someone on a reality show, you get a lot of levels to them. And a lot of times I'm like, the people that are like, there's some of them, I'm like, oh, you are this nonstop, which is like hilarious. Yeah. Like, Luann is Luann 24/7. And she's so funny and so hysterical. There are some, like, and she's not on Bravo, but
and that's when I really love casting.
Yes.
That's when I'm like, from being on both sides, from being watching it on it. And I'm like, oh man, you guys are. Like, good. People that in real life that are Kathy Hilton.
Oh my God.
Better in real life. I'm like, actually, the camera does not do her personality justice.
We're like, I want this to be nonstop.
Yeah. Same thing with Luann and Sonia. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're good.
And that is the thing where it's funny because I know you interviewed Jessie. Are you watching Summer House or?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because Gabby on Summer House, she's done, because me and Evan are now doing Page 6 Radio on Sirius too. We've had our guest co-host, and she's so funny, so quick, and there's a lot of moments where I'm like, oh, I want her more on the show, because she has all that like energy, but I think it's like there's only so much you can do in a certain episode, and that's a big cast. Yeah, but she delightfully surprised me of how fun she is, because you don't always see that on the show. Yeah, and she's such a character. And has such hot takes.
Oh, really?
Which I love, yes. About like pop culture and beyond. Yes.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so cute. That's really funny.
Oh, and also Olivia Attwood, if you watch Love Island.
No.
She's Love Island UK, like the second.
Is that the blonde one?
Yes. Who was on it earlier?
Who walks off with her ass?
Oh.
Who's the one that like walks like she's like, you don't deserve my time. And then I've seen montages of TikTok and she
might be
walks off and her ass.
She's stunning.
She's stunning.
And she's a Brit girl, so she's in London all the time. You guys would like have a powerful link up.
I'm gonna.
And now she like had like this lovely wedding and like produces all these shows on ITV over there. Oh. And she came in and I was like, oh my God, what is her energy gonna be like? Because like seeing someone on like a Love Island show, and especially the back in the day ones, she was such a time. The funniest girl ever, because it's like the British sensibility too.
Yes,
just, like,
which we love. Wait, has there been anyone that has been like a villain or someone who you're like, oh my God, this person is a diva and crazy, and then they just show up and you're like, oh my God, you're just a regular person?
And it's interesting this year in particular because a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about Kenya Moore.
Okay.
When I interviewed her, the nicest, sweetest person ever, like so kind. Did she do something bad? Yeah. But really sweet, and just talking about like Brooklyn, her daughter, and everything like that, which is really fun. And it is a funny thing too, where it's like the villain thing is hard because even like you like had Jesse Solomon on, who's like kind of in his villain era now. But he's a goofball. But also it's hard because I love my girl Lexi Wood too. So that's where it's hard, where you're trying to be like, okay, I like you both, but you did something bad. And thankfully, like the Summer House people are a little bit more understandable. That like I could say to him like, well, you know, I'm mad at you for that. But versus like a housewife, I'm not gonna be not gonna say like Dorit Kemsley. Now you did a naughty.
You're gonna get slapped. But it'll be fierce and fashionable. Deep down though, do you and Evan have someone on and you're like, I know that it's all edited or whatnot, but like I kind of don't like this person and I want to like, does it come out or do you just really control yourself? I not have an opinion.
It's because obviously my friends love Bravo and they're not like working, interacting with people and everything like that. I always have like, I feel there's more of like a place of understanding because I'm like watching someone in a pressure cooker of reality TV. Yeah. And it's a thing where I'm like, I'm sure there's people that I'm like, okay, I'm not going to click with them, but not like, it's a funny thing too, where I feel like if someone was like very boring, I'd be like, okay, it's more so I'm like, it's harder to interview someone who doesn't have a lot going on. So it's like, if someone's being very messy, I'm like, okay, we can get to like the crux of this more so. Yeah. I don't think there's been anybody that I just like can't stand, which is good. Yeah. And especially like your cast was all fun people. And that's what I always told my friends, I thankfully was friends with the people who always loved the Roni reboot. But I was telling everyone, I was like, no, these girls are fun as hell. And like, like, guys, like, I swear to God, I'm like, Jess was an icon, like, roll with it and everything like that. So there's a lot of like surprising things like that.
On my cast, they're definitely, this is why sometimes a lot I get frustrated, because they're absolutely fucking hilarious. And the cameras would go down and they'd be like making better dick jokes than me, drinking more, like, drinking when they don't drink on camera. And I'm just like, where was this?
Oh, some of the best.
That's me producing. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, be this. Like, you're funny, you're hilarious, you're cool. Like, I'm just like the quietest one. This like Jen is dancing outside in the rain, taking her top off, and I'm like, be that.
How does this happen? Because I was gonna say, I've had some great gossip sessions with your cast off, like when they're not on it. Yeah, and I'm like,
aren't they?
You guys are messy as hell.
Messy as hell. Oh my God. And off camera too. I'm like, actually, just say this shit about me, like to my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk better shit behind my back off camera.
They're good.
Yeah. Like, it's wild. It's so wild. That's why I was like, I'll just start doing it then since no one else is, and then it's just, they just let me do it.
Well, you're like, no, you can hit me back. Hit me with the best shot.
Yeah.
I know. I am sorry that you and Becky Minkoff did not get along. But I think you ended.
Why? No. Here's the thing.
Oh, but it's worked. Yes.
Once and for all. First of all, everyone said, or when the news came out, it was a few months ago, and I saw something on Instagram that it's like so and so not coming back, or she was boring. This is just me. I was like, slowly but surely, I'll just wait on all the things. It will all come around. But like, my whole grudge was literally rolled up, and the first time we filmed, which was at my party, she was really cool. And she sat down and she's like making jokes about her husband. I was like, oh, this chick's cool. And she like kind of got into it. Yeah. Then I got screamed at my party, and that was that. After that, it was nothing. She was giving nothing else. Every single time we would film, it was like, are you even here? You said nothing. And then this is what's told me. I'm not going to get into it. And I'm like, did you not read the job description?
Something like that. Yeah.
And that's my thing. And I always get blamed for like producing, but that's how I'm like, I just want us to all like come here, be present, get off your phones. I'm not saying you need to fight or do anything, but just like, we're a housewife. Have you not watched any of the damn franchises?
Yeah, like, get the cookie going.
If you have a thought, say it. If you feel like getting drunk, say it. If you want to be silly, say it. If you want to cry, if you want to share, whatever it is, but just like do it and be it. And don't not be yourself, but turn the fucking volume up, bitch. Yeah. But it was, I don't want to get into anything. I'm just here to promote my business. And I was like, huh? And she's like, no, I'm just here to promote my business. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can name some retailers. Let's go. And that's what I did. Because I was like, you want to promote your business? Cool.
You did help her. We went to Nordstrom Rack with her.
Well, that's what I saw it. I was like, and you're welcome. And people who really fly high and understand that actually in doing that, I did help the business. Hello? Like, so, and to the point where I was like, bitch, like, hit back at me. Like, I don't have a clothing brand. I don't have some successful thing. Be like, bitch, you made sweatshirts at BravoCon. Like, rip on
something
me.
Something like that, yeah.
Say something like that. Be like, you only started shopping at Bergdorf's 5 years ago. Like, get out of my face. Like, hit me back.
Yeah.
And also fighting about, like, where you live or, like, silly stuff about, like, you know, like, these are the sort of like.
And I feel also, you girls now are good at hitting back on social media. The girls are getting it, but which also you want to be like, do that on the show. Yeah.
Yes. Why are you all wait? Like, that's defeats the purpose. Just like do it and like do it.
And I feel like that's the part that would be such a pressure cooker for me too, especially where it's like it's nonstop.
Yeah, but I feel like, unfortunately, with my cast, I think it was a lot of everyone was so scared to do things on camera. Then they would let episodes roll out, see how people reacted, and then take their stance on how they felt about it. Like, if people reacted negatively to something that when we filmed it or whatever, you're always pro, then you're like, hey guys, I just want to put out a statement. Like, my husband didn't mean that, or I didn't mean that, or I'm not doing this. It's always like a thing. We're just like, own whatever you did and said and stick with it. Don't try to retract and based off of like how it's perceived.
No,
I don't know.
fair.
I think it's like,
but then because also you're like, if you're one of the cast members, you're like, I don't know how to process it, or like, what dance are we doing?
Yeah, which one is it? And
And I know you know nothing because no one knows nothing about Roni, but like, is it after all of that, would it be something you'd want to do again?
I don't know.
Yeah, or like reality TV in general. Like, did you have fun doing it?
Like, I did at first, because it's like, it's honestly, it's pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
I think it's like easy. Like, I like got along with the production, and like, it's just, and I've been working my whole life, so to me this was like the easiest job ever. I was like, oh, you want me to show up, get drunk, and say whatever's on my mind?
I don't
so
have to answer
me,
emails.
Like, very easy.
Yeah.
And like my confessionals too, they told me like I was in and out of there. Like I would just sit down in the chair and I can just like say the thing or and I just joke, move on to the next one. I'm very quick about everything. Like I just think quickly on my feet, and I have like, and in things too. Like I saw something at Bethany Frankel, which I literally went to the gym yesterday because she looked so hot.
Her swimsuit walk. It's insane.
Insane. And the body is giving, and I don't know if that's a wig or not. I don't care. Can I buy it?
I feel like it has to be. And I think it is.
Belle was saying.
I think but I feel like in a good way. I mean, like, because she.
No, but that's the best wig. That's like
the best wig when you don't know.
$80,000 wig. That's like she got Beyonce's person. She's like, can you make me one?
No, I feel, because I was like,
literally.
her hair's never looked better. Her self-tan has never looked better. Her body is incredible. And she was having so much fun.
Yeah. And too, she just like, and I mean this in the kindest way, but like she just looked like not crazy.
Because she wasn't like eating chicken salad out of the tub.
Yeah, it wasn't like the stuff I see when she's like talking about beauty products and like the intensity and like the whatever. She looked in her face like that. She was beautiful, and like she was just like I was like, whatever she's on, wherever she's at, I want to be there. Like she looked amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about it.
She's glowing. Yeah.
But she just said in an interview, she was talking about how she left after season 3. And she's like, then I went on the cover of Forbes, and then I just like crushed it, and I decided to come back. And she was kind of bragging about how she was making like millions more. And even though the girls hated her and it was toxic when she left, they were basically begging her to come back. And then what did she say? She's like, and I negotiated everything in my contract. She was like, I negotiated I'd come a day late to the trip, leave a day early, because I could just come in and just light shit up quickly.
She could.
And like, that in that way I would want to go back, and I'd be like, let's just like work out a very strict schedule. I'm happy to come in and just like, I've got gasoline in one hand and a match in the other, let's go. Because at the end of the day, I know for everyone claiming that they didn't know what I do for a living, honey, I know jobs, I know how to work, I know how to do things, and I'm like very much like, I know why I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh my God, this is like, we're all best friends, and let's like I know what it is.
And also, especially if you're like, okay, if you want me to, if I'm like, to Bethany's point, like, if none of you like me, I'll just come do my thing and leave too.
Yeah, cool. Like it's and like I do appreciate real friendships, and obviously I think that's so important to cultivate those. But at the end of the day, if you are signing a W-9 to hang out with people, like what is the depths of that friendship? Like yes, for 100% it can be real, and it should be, and you should have an off-camera friendship 1,000%. But at the end of the day, when you're knowingly sign up to basically be the man in the arena, you're signing up for a cage fight, but then you're like, I don't understand why you punched me, and it's like, it's a cage fight. Like, let's totally be friends and real friends, but like at the end of the day, know that we signed up for a cage fight, and people
work through it together.
And people have paid to watch us do this. So I mean, and
I feel too it'd be to your benefit, because of course I know that was such an annoying part to all the questions about like your work and everything, but now I feel because you're doing your own company, it'd be easier to showcase.
I just had to start a huge 100% tech company. Oh, that's okay. But people are still like, someone wrote it. Now I just laugh. And someone wrote, I think I was at a Knicks game, and she's like, I still don't know what this woman does for money or where she gets this money. I go on and I reply, I know exactly what I do for work, and I also know that I make way more money than you. And then I was like, and delete. And just we gotta delete. I can't write stuff.
Because what are you gonna do?
Why?
I mean, because what does that do for you?
Well, in that moment,
it felt good, I'm sure.
Really good.
Yeah.
But then you're like, no, you can't go down into the trenches. You can't go into the gutter. But like, oh my God, do I want to go solo?
I feel the ultimate win is just always like working, but looking like you're on vacation all the time too.
Yeah.
I would love to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, wait, how do I wait?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
But like sometimes I think, and then sometimes I delete the comment, and then I'm like, no, Brynn, be better. And then I'm like, wait a second. I have these moments. I'm like, I'm a housewife. Am I supposed to be commenting? You know what I'm saying? Because again, I want to do my job. So I'm like, should I just get in a fist fight on like X? Like, I'm like, is that what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, like, should I be posting? Like, I love Salt Lake City because there was like the receipts. And then they screenshot what the other person replied, and then they do more. And then they go back and forth. And I'm like, I don't want to do. I'm like, should I screenshot that and prove them wrong? Like, should I clap back? And like, I oscillate between what I'm like, no, Brynn, like, that's not you. And technically, like, Bravo, NBC, Warner Bros., these people are, you know, they're like, there's an HR department.
Yeah, true.
I see it as a job. So that I'm like, in my real job, I can't pop off on people, but I'm kind of getting paid to be a lunatic. So it's like you go back and forth.
Well, that's what the Salt Lake City girls do it so well because the amount of Instagram stories of like shades that you don't even know, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm constantly hooked. Like, and the quotes, like Albert Camus, I'm like, what's going on? Yeah.
It's like when people wear the T-shirts where it's like then a picture of us, and then you print out that, and then the picture, it's like, then Ryan read like the picture within the picture. That's what I'm doing with the Salt Lake City girls. I'm like trying to read 18 different screenshots and things, and there's so much text, and I'm like trying to track and follow, but I can't.
Oh my God.
It's funny, but I love it.
But that's good. Do you get, because I know you said you're not talking to the Roni girls at the moment, but are you still like in touch with some of the other like city ladies anywhere?
Yeah, but I don't like. There's not really any. Yeah, whenever like we Instagram or one of the new girls from London just reached out to her. I'm gonna try to get drinks with her.
Because I was thinking of that show because you're always in London, so I was like, I wonder if she knows these ladies.
Okay, yeah. For that one, yeah. So no, I don't really talk to that many people. I love the whole Bravoverse. Like I love. Why do I say it like Bravoverse? Like I'm trying. Like there's a Bravoverse. I really like it, and like the people and like the other cast members, but. I think the one thing, which I think is kind of cool for all of my cast, and maybe that's a blessing and a curse for us. I think that will have to be seen. Time will tell with the reboot. Is that I definitely do, and I think a few others on my cast do. Have lives. They have like real lives. Yeah. You know, like. I always joke and say, like, my life was, like, really awesome before this. You know, I had, like, a ton of friends and, like, made a shit ton of money and just, like, ran around and was dating and whatnot. Like, my dating life has gotten worse since being on this show.
I hate to hear that.
No, but it's just because I don't know why. Or maybe I'm just not seeing the DMs because I have so many followers.
Now, though? You know what I mean about dating?
I think I'm busy.
Okay. I
think I'm really, really busy. I'm a little bit more reserved. But, like, yeah, I was going on more dates. I feel like I had a little bit more time. So I was just like doing more stuff. And then I can't, especially when we were filming, I can't like travel as much. And I was getting in trouble all the time because I was constantly gone. And I'm like, my life was like way cooler before the show. I want to talk about, since you are the queen of reality TV. And pop culture in general. There's some my favorite headlines that I've seen the past week that I want to talk to you
about. I love to hear this. Okay, yes.
So my most favorite one that I died laughing about last night. So as a frequent flyer myself of BA, British Airways flight attendant reportedly found naked and dancing in plane bathroom after going missing. Quote, the one-man disco. So a British Airways flight attendant who went missing during his in-flight duties was later found naked and dancing in the business class bathroom. I love that they specified the business class bathroom.
Because it's a business.
But on BA, it's not actually that nice. The Sun reported that his colleagues dressed him in first-class pajamas and buckled him into a first-class seat for the remainder of the flight. And then I was reading stuff up on TikTok, and I was like, I guess he went out the night before and was like on one and like didn't come down from it. Okay. So decided to just like show up for work the night. Like, this is why you don't show up to work fucked up.
Okay,
people.
Okay. It's funny. I was like, at least he's a professional and rolled through.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's in-flight entertainment.
That is in-flight entertainment.
You know what I mean? I flew back from a bachelorette trip from Vegas this weekend, and I was on United, and it was one of the planes with no TVs.
Oh my God. What?
I needed this man being naked dancing.
Right?
I was like, what am I going to do?
I've literally sat and just touched the back. Yeah. Like, wait, have you ever raw dogged a flight?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would make me spot. I'm shocked there wasn't video of me acting out after or doing that.
Yeah, and doing that.
Because I just was losing my mind because I like forgot my AirPods and there was none of that. And I was like, what do I do?
Yeah, what do I do? What's going on?
I just look through every photo. I like basically do like a graduation like vitamin C of myself going on. I'm like, all right, these are pictures of me from 12 years ago. Oh, great, yeah.
Here we go. That's fine.
But I love that he got a good seat in first class too.
Well, here's the thing. I love that they specified too that they put it. because I guess he was naked. First class PJs, which are pretty soft and silky, and then had to tie him up in a first class seat. So he definitely got upgraded. But I just like, why do I love the idea, as long as it's not like actually dangerous, of people just losing their shit at their jobs?
Because also everyone wants to.
Everyone wants to. It's the thing you want to do.
And everyone's a slack away or like a message away from the edge.
Or one more, please see below. Like, please see attached, please see below. You're like, please don't. Just please don't. Make me do
so
it.
He's the most relatable person out there.
He's the most relatable of the week.
Yes.
We love
really
him.
Is. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like thinking about like U.S. culture, he's probably going to get like 1 million followers tomorrow and get like a podcast deal with Spotify.
Without it, he's flying to Summer House probably.
Yeah, he's going to be on Summer House. Let's do it. I love it. This is another one which I found so interesting, and I actually went viral on the BBC. I got like 12,000 likes on my comment, and I used a one-liner that I've used on Roni. So it was about the French president getting slapped by his woman. What do you think?
Ashley should.
You're not a fan. How do you say his name? Macron.
Oh, I'm not as tapped into his politics, but I know when a woman is right, and they usually are.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm just saying that I like, you know what I mean? Like if my friends are mad at their man, I'm like, let him know that you're mad.
Cover up his mouth. Oh my God.
I'm also from Jersey, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm like, a slap.
Like it's a little, and it wasn't a slap. It was like she like covered his mouth. I'm against getting I always say to my girlfriends, I'm like, if you don't want, you can't do shit to him that like a man can do it to a woman.
That's true.
You know, like we should try not to, even if they deserve it. But I feel like, I also read though that Brigitte was a 39-year-old drama teacher at a little Catholic school in northern France when he was 15 and dropped out when he had feelings for her.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Do we have a little dom sub situation?
Oh, is it les dons?
Bad.
Les dons de l'usopp? Wait, that actually makes a lot more
teacher?
sense. Maybe he likes that.
Maybe he likes it.
And also 15 and 30, that's weird as hell.
Right? They're also French. So I feel like they're kind of like, I wonder if it was a lover spat or whatnot. But on the comment, because they had come out, his press secretary came out and was like, oh, it was just a joke. So that was the headline in the BBC. And I replied, I was like, tell the joke again, and we'll all see if it's funny. And I said that. Actually, I think they didn't include it though. I said that at the reunion to Erin, or when she was constantly like, no, I made the joke about Jenna's Uber, like that. It was a joke. It was a joke. And I was like, tell it again. Tell the joke again, and let's see if it's funny. And everyone's like, no, you don't get it, because I feel like people mask stuff in jokes. People are like, oh, we were just joking, or you know.
It's the most like backhanded way to insult someone now.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
50% of the time when people have to follow up an insult with it's just joking, it was actually an insult.
Because if it was a joke, I would have laughed
like,
right
fuck
after.
you, whore, bitch, cunt. And then they're like, I'm just joking.
I love you.
I love
like,
you.
why are you slapping me across the face?
Right, yeah. Okay.
You have over 12,000 likes on that comment.
Ooh.
My favorite thing is when I love leaving comments, and I love it. Yeah.
Ooh, you are in the comment section.
I'm in the comments.
Yes, you are.
I am.
It's
I'm
like
dropping,
but like, and not like just about like the most random.
Like random
things
shit.
too.
There's on really random sites, or I used to back in the day. My favorite was I would troll the International Space Station. Anytime they put up pictures, if you go back to like 2019, you'll find me being like, yeah, daddy, plug that thing in. And everyone's like, go away, weird girl.
You're like, ma'am, what?
I love astronauts. I think they're so hot. But okay, so where do we vote? So we say yay or nay that he got slapped.
You know, the 15 to 30-year-old thing is a very interesting pill to swallow.
Yeah, but he's a big boy.
He's a big boy now. It wasn't like an intense slap. It was like
he's covering his mouth.
It reminded me of The Good Wife. I don't want to spoil anything with that, but it reminded me of a slap on there.
Yes.
So I kind of was like, it reminded me of Christine Baranski. So I was like, yay!
You're like, yay, we love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think it's fun.
Don't try this at home though, kids.
I think no.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I think they should have just been like, say what it is. I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I think just be like, they gotten a little spat.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I think that's relatable. And it'll be like, it was a joke, or try to blow it out of proportion.
How long was
abused.
the flight they were on? After a plane, I get really annoyed too.
We all get cranky, okay, when it's time to deboard, right? And especially if your flight attendant was dancing. What if these were all connected?
all
and in a crazy chain of events, the BA flight was connected to the Air France flight.
It's full homeland.
It was actually President Macron dancing naked. Okay. Okay, Taylor Swift's Masters. We love Tay-Tay.
Love a little Taylor.
Huge Taylor fan. So you probably know this better than me. What is this drama? So someone bought her music, and then you have to explain this to me.
The guy who bought her music originally was the manager of like Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande, and this guy who's had a lot of beef with Taylor Swift. I think it goes back to when he was like close with Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber with Kanye, all like the making fun of Taylor Swift energy. So then when he bought it, Taylor released this whole statement like, I didn't know my masters were up to be sold type of thing. And he kind of bought it behind her back. So that's why she started doing the re-recordings to make them worthless, or like as worthless as Taylor Swift music can be.
Yeah.
So then she got, I guess, them down to a moment. He sold them off, and then this other company, like Shamrock Records or something like that, was like to her, hey, we bought them from him. Do you want them?
Right.
So she was like, thank you for asking.
So
I'm rich. Yes, I will.
Oh my God. That's like an ultimate move. That's called chess. She's like a grandmaster.
And now she has money from all the albums, like the re-recording she made, those she made.
Oh my God, that is a master chess move. Okay, so she had her own IP stolen from her, from under her. Then she shorted herself.
Yes.
And then bought back. I'm gonna be able to finance version of the Taylor.
You were the one person who needs to finance Taylor Swift to understand
I'm like,
it.
okay, now I understand. Yeah, and that makes sense. Now she bought it all back. Wow, that's like a move. I bet, in like a year, Trump will be like, I've changed the law so that this can never happen again.
He's like, I own them now. And Taylor, I'm like, that's not quite how that works, sir. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, good for Taylor.
And are we fans of Taylor and Travis?
Yes.
I find him so handsome.
You think he's super hot?
Yeah.
I think he's a babe. He gives me hope because didn't he slide into her DMs?
And he fangirled out loud, like with the friendship bracelets and everything at her show.
That's
which
cute.
I love that I'm like, he put it all out there.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to be like smooth or anything.
Yeah,
like
no.
that. Yeah.
He's like, I think he announced. I really, really like them.
But would you, I feel you prefer a smooth operator. Or would you want someone just like coming up to you?
No, I like public
displays.
Yeah,
okay,
I like there's no such thing with me like love bombing. Like I want you obsessed with me in one day. I want you to propose.
'Cause why shouldn't you be?
I love that shit. Like I love it. I pretend like I don't, but I want to be love bombed. I want you to like do something crazy in front of everybody and be like, oh my God, this guy is so weird. And then
I love to do it like, oh my God.
My very first boyfriend in college, the Turk, he bought me at an auction in front of everyone, and it was like went in the school newspaper, and I was like. And I dated him for 7 years.
Okay, so there we go.
I was like, he bought me.
Return on investment.
Yeah.
Wait, Travis also said it on a podcast that he wanted to
He
date
did.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
Erin
put it out
Andrews,
there.
right?
Yes. He put it out there.
Oh,
So
my
I'm
God.
like frequently scanning podcasts. Like, does anyone mention me? Like, does anyone want to?
Yeah, mention them.
Do you know who I think is really
Mention
cute?
it all, as Bethany would say.
Do you know who I think is really cute? And I just slid into his DMs, but under the guise of like, oh my God, like you should come on the pod. Theo James.
Oh.
Why do I like? I think he's smart.
Oh, he is so hot.
Wait, I think you, Belle. Why are you rolling your eyes?
I'm like,
Really?
It's a good trolling.
His underwear commercials?
I haven't seen. Oh wait, no,
Where?
not Theo James. Hang on, no, not
Wait,
Theo James.
Are you thinking Theo Vaughn?
Theo Vaughn.
Brynn!
Sorry. Theo
Brynn!
Vaughn. I'm like, why are you guys having such a great reaction?
No, I'm not.
Not Theo James. Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn. Okay.
I think he's so funny. You can get me
funny.
with humor.
Yes, okay, that's fair.
I see somehow he got into my TikTok algorithm, and I'm just being fed these like episodes of him just like this shit that comes out of his mouth is so funny.
Okay.
And so Bayou, and like, you know, the Indiana girl in me is
Ooh.
like kind of still attracted to a
Okay.
mullet.
Did he answer the DM yet?
No, we have time. It's only been 17 hours.
And counting.
Get off my dick, Danny. I'll respond, but I'm gonna Travis Kelce him.
Maybe just DM Theo James on top of this too. Why not? Just start a chat with all the Theos.
I was like, why are they receiving this so well?
You're like, underwear ad.
Yeah, like when did Theo Vaughn do an underwear ad? I don't remember.
You need to
Calvin
make
Klein's
copy
latest
underwear. You're like, hey,
campaign.
I want you for my underwear ad.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Timothy and Kylie, the it couple. Do you love it? Do you think it's gonna last?
I didn't like them at first because I
Why
kind
not?
of was like, how does this doesn't mesh in my mind?
Yeah.
Just because he used to strike me as such like a reserved, like trying hard actor and not in a negative way, just like actor.
Yeah.
And like Kylie Jenner, she's everywhere. Like it's
Yeah.
impossible not to have the minute-to-minute updates on her life.
Yeah.
For or against her will.
Yeah.
But now seeing him as more of like a goofball that
Yeah.
he really is, and like watching them just be so infatuated with each other, I'm like, yeah, I'll let them be 27 and in love.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's the age. I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
Like we all were that being that capable in love at that age.
Yeah.
Now myself, I'm just fucking jaded. But like we were all, you know, like
Yeah.
I love that. I like seeing it, and you can tell that they really, really like each other, and that it's like you can't fake something like that. So you can tell like they like each other. They're interested in each other. It's not about you're famous or you have money.
Because that they know they are on a even playing field in that
Yes.
regard too, where it's
Yeah.
like no one has an ulterior motive. Like
Yeah.
they're not trying to get more famous off of each other.
Yeah.
And I like, did you see she shared that TikTok meme about Samantha Jones and the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
And
She's
I was
I'm
like,
not getting
okay.
laid. Yes.
Yeah, so she's in on all of it, which I
Yeah.
like.
I
yeah.
bet, too, she's probably more silly. If she's dating someone like him, I bet she has that side that can relate to, like, probably way more, not so, like, serious and perfect and made up and whatever.
Yeah.
She's probably been, like, had to be like that. You
Yeah,
know?
and I would just have to assume, like, the Kardashians are tired.
They've got
I'm like, don't you guys just want...
I've only been doing it for 2 years, and I'm like, this is like exhausting. It's just exhausting to like do it and then be a part of it and then have to want people want to talk about it constantly. You're just kind of like, they've been doing it for so long.
And like fighting with their family. I'm like,
Family and constantly, and it's just like a cycle.
God,
I just saw this one clip about, I've never really watched Kardashians that much, but Kylie and Kendall were walking, and they were walking their dogs and talking about how, like, when they were teenagers, paparazzi would, like, follow them and be like, hey, slut, hey, you little hoe, when they were, like, 15, 16 years old.
Oh, my God.
And then try to get them to react so they could take a picture and then be like, they were doing drugs, they were doing this. And I'm like, you've been dealing with this since you're 15. Like, that, like, breaks my heart.
That they don't know another, like, it just
It's
has been that.
Maybe that's why you can keep doing it, because you don't know.
Because
It's
they're like,
being
what
a
else
child
am I?
star. Yeah.
It's kind of because we just talked to Honey Boo Boo and her family. Kind
Oh
of,
my God.
Not exactly the Kardashians,
I saw
but.
the headline. By the way, your guys' headlines are so fucking funny. You're like, Honey Boo Boo gets ghosted. And I'm like, do you realize that this is your job? You have the best job ever.
It is pretty fun. The other highlight is her slamming Patti LuPone. Which I love. First, she was like, I don't know who Patti LuPone is, but I don't like her. Because Patti LuPone shitting on Audra McDonald and Keisha Lewis.
Okay.
So Honey Boo Boo was like, I'm caught up and I have thoughts. I know, it is a pretty great
That's
job.
what I'm caught up. I have thoughts and they're all unfounded. That should be her Housewives tagline, Honey Boo Boo. I'm caught up.
Oh my God.
I have thoughts and they're all unfounded.
You go
And
back
then she just goes like this.
Oh my God, yeah. And her iconic quote, everybody's a little gay.
Everybody's a little gay,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah.
Happy Pride.
Oh my
Happy
God.
Pride.
Maybe you can bring her on to Roni with you. I would love, you know she's.
Hey guys, I brought my friend.
You
That's
wanna-
what I should do. I should bring a friend up that's like a fucking ringer. Just like ace in the hole. Be like, my friend's Honey Boo Boo.
Get some, yeah, you're like,
And then I'm like-
mic drop.
And then I'm like, and I'm gonna just hang out on the bench for the rest of the season.
And
You're
this
on your
made
own.
me feel old, so I feel everyone listening will feel old too. Honey Boo Boo's at the age where she's in college to be a nurse.
Oh, I saw this.
Yes. I'm like, because when I was telling my friends, like, oh, she's 15 now, right? I'm
You
like,
know she's not supposed to laugh. So when you do that, that's a good one.
You
That's a
spit
good
took.
one. She's like, and that's gonna cost $1,000 in toast, Belle, to get your fucking laughter off the track. God damn it, Belle.
Oh my God.
That's so
So
funny.
she'll
But
get
we're
your
old
vitals.
as fuck. Yeah.
we're old as hell.
We're old as fuck.
Oh,
There's another one of someone else having a baby. Who was it? I don't know who it was.
Oh, but I know Sorry Cruz going to college made me feel, I was like, what? How? How?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. Okay, those are all the questions I have for those. I want to do one really quick game of
Ooh.
Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Oh, God.
Bravo edition.
Oh, God. Okay.
And you know everyone in Bravo. You are in it.
I know the players. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, God.
Trace Amigas.
Mm,
So I thought you were gonna spit out your coffee. We should play that game where you have to keep the
God.
water in your mouth and not spit it out.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Shannon, Vicky, Tamra. Fuck, Marry, Kill.
I'm gonna marry Tamra. Just because I
Love
will
Tam.
say she's
Love
someone
Tam. Love her.
a villain on the show. People would say so nice,
No, she's great.
really kind, and
She does
like
her job.
yes,
She does her job. They
So
brought her
that's-
back to do the job.
Yeah, a very great person, and also like in terms of interview, you're gonna leave her with a soundbite
Yeah.
and a soundbite that she wants to give you.
Uh-huh.
And I really love the empire her and Teddy are building too. I think
Yeah.
that's so impressive.
I love Teddy.
So I'm glad to marry into that.
Yes. Money.
I'll get down with Shannon. 'Cause she's
Okay.
coming on this week, and I'm watching her on Love Hotel.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna kill her or fuck her?
I'm gonna fuck Shannon.
Do you want some tea?
Some tea.
Do you want some tea? I'll give you some tea.
Some tea. Hit me with the
Um,
Shannon tea.
I was supposed to be on Love Hotel. I dropped out 2 weeks before.
Brynn, stop.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Wait, why? That's because when I'm watching it, I'm sure people have been DMing you. I'm like, this show, Brynn would
Yeah.
have so much fun on.
Yeah. And I feel bad because I think they interviewed a bunch of guys that were gonna be
For you?
Yeah. No. So when I came back,
Mm-hmm.
from Puerto Rico, I was like, I don't want to do anything.
It was fresh off the heels of that.
Yeah. And I was like really upset. And I was like, oh my God, I just shared something that's like, I'm still healing from and processing. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this girl group or what the fuck they're making up. And I was just like, I don't want to do any more, get a camera out of my face. Because we were
Yeah.
supposed to, came back in June. It was supposed to pick up. We're supposed to start filming in September. I was going to have to go to the hotel in
yeah.
Cabo for 3 weeks. And I was so disappointed because I wanted to do it so bad. But then I was like, I was just like so icked out by like
That's fair.
cameras.
Do you know if they replaced you with someone, or was it going to be 5 of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Ashley? Because I'm assuming.
No.
Oh, really?
I think Giselle.
Oh.
I think it was Giselle. I know.
Oh, wow.
She's amazing. Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God,
It was
okay.
It was one of the Potomac girls.
Okay, because I was thinking. I was just thinking in terms of because I'm like, Ashley, Luann, and Shannon are around the same age, and you and Giselle, Shannon, and Luann are all around the same age-ish,
Yeah.
and you and Ashley are both in
Yeah.
the 30s. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Adding one more person.
2 and 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
Oh my God,
wouldn't it be
we
so
could have been
fun?
watching like you and because Ashley Darby, I loved it.
I know, I love her too.
So fun.
And I love Shannon. And then
And
it could have been finally 2 like Roni. We could have like
Oh.
bridged
Oh
because
my
I
God.
love Luann and I have like
Wow.
everything to learn from her.
And there's some handsome guys on that show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cuties. The older guy, I would have been happy with the older
Oh,
guys.
that Ralph man?
Oh my God, he's so hot. Yeah. I like
Wait,
it.
were you in the, because everyone was laughing that Sonia said she was going to be on it too?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
It was
When we asked Luann, she did not know anything about that either.
Yeah.
So
Sure
I
she
think
did.
Sonia was manifesting.
Yeah. I think Sonia would have been great on it, but no, it was those 4 locked in. And then it was like 2 weeks of me, everyone trying to convince me and my agent and everyone to like stick with it and do with it. But then I remember it was July 4th weekend and I was like, I just like, get me out of it. And they were so understanding and Bravo was great about it. And I was like, I'm sorry, Peacock, that I like
Watching
fucked
it, do you have any regrets not doing it? Especially because it's not really like drama centered show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's
I
drama,
think it
but
would have
not
been more
like
fun.
yeah.
Because I'd like to do shows like that. I'd like to do Traders, you know. Like I like, I want to do like reality TV is fun when it's fun,
Yeah.
and there should be a level of drama and stuff. But I don't think it should be like traumatizing. But I think the only thing when watching it back, I love watching those girls, and again, I'm forever like an audience member, so I just like watching them. I don't see myself at their level or like worthy. Like I'm like, okay, I'm just like here for a little bit, like you know, I'm just like here to have fun. But though, in watching in some of it, I'm like, I would have liked the times when it was us just hanging out, but could I have like hung with them? Like, they're like, it would have, I think you would have really seen what a reboot is and an OG.
Oh,
I think, and in the best way. I think
because
they would have been
Luann
like,
is calling all the shots there.
yeah. And I think I would have like, it would have been really nice because I feel like on my show is always kind of like, come on, like, this is how you do reality TV. It would have been so nice to just be like, a little duckling and be like, show me how to housewife.
Or you're gonna be like, oh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And Luann and Shannon are like, it's 8 a.m.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
get up, bitch, start drinking. And I'd be like, okay. Like, I would get to be like the sub.
Yeah. Oh.
I want to sub
Marcel, you would have been the president of France.
Yeah. Get slapped. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Shep, Austin, Craig.
Oh. I'm gonna marry Shep.
Wow.
I know just
He has
because
money.
money,
from
and
money.
also I know whenever he tweets anything political, I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so Shep, I'm down with. I don't know
Shep's
what.
growing back on me again.
Growing back on, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm also not the most always tapped into Southern Charm. It's one of the ones that I'm
Yeah.
like fall behind on. So I'm like, I don't know what they messed up with now.
Yeah.
I feel like legally being in the state of New York, I have to kill Craig because Giggly Squad.
We're team.
We're team.
Paige.
And also
Yeah,
just
for
like
sure.
watching Paige do the mic drop at Summer House reunion and like all of that unfolding. I know what he wants. He wants someone to move to Charleston and give him a kid. I'm doing neither of those things.
I would do that. I love Charleston.
Okay, well, Craig
Charleston's
is single,
cute.
honey.
No, he's not. He's with some girl.
I think he's I don't know if he's still with her or
What's
not.
the tea?
I don't know. I've just heard that he might be on the prowl again. I've heard that.
Okay.
So we'll see. And I'll fuck Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that will be fine. I'm going to BravoCon this year, so I'll see
I
Austin
guess
there.
I would have the same.
Right? Because I feel
guess.
Shep's the only one that is like could see myself
Yeah,
marrying. with
growing
long term.
old. You'd be
Yeah.
like, we'll figure this one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would annoy me.
Yeah.
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 He wouldn't. I think he'd be cool.
Yeah, and I know he loves dogs, and I love dogs. Too.
Yeah.
So
right.
there we go. Yeah.
He loves books too. Okay. Kyle, Kim, Kathy.
Oh my god!
my
I was like
God.
Kyle. I was like Kyle. Cook Kim and Kathy. Okay, Kyle, Richards, Kim and Kathy.
Yes.
I'm marrying Kathy Hilton.
Duh.
I need the.
Duh. I need.
I have student loans.
I'm broke.
I'm marrying Kathy Hilton. Done.
Done.
Mm,
I'd fuck Kyle. She
I'm
looks
gonna
great.
fuck Kyle. She looks amazing,
Yeah.
and also mainly because like I feel. For her, that would just be like a really intense. Like she teach me a workout routine while doing it, and I need to know how she gets her abs and arms. And I'm not gonna kill Kim. I'm just gonna wish her. I just want
You're
the
just
best
gonna
for
put her down softly.
Put it out, killing me softly with this with his song. Yeah.
Let's just take him to the vet. Okay. Painless, peaceful. 2 teas in a pod. Giggly Squad or Pillows and Beers. Oh, Pillows and Beers is Shep-en.
Oh, I was like, I'm killing that one because I don't want that one. I'm gonna fuck Giggly Squad because they are fun as hell. I love Paige and Hannah.
Eiffel Tower me. Yeah.
They are real, and I feel like they are doms.
Yeah,
they are doms.
For sure,
yeah.
for sure.
And I really love their dynamic, and I have known Hannah for a minute too, and I love meeting Paige through Bravo and everything like that. They're really fun girls.
Yeah.
And really great, like, at their business, at everything.
Yeah.
So I feel they'll get me down and dirty.
Yeah,
and also,
for sure.
Hannah's husband is so handsome.
Oh, is he?
Des Bishop. He's this Irish comedian. And I
Ooh,
love. Yeah.
okay,
He's
cute.
he's like a zaddy.
Ooh.
Yeah. So Google him after.
Okay.
And then what am I gonna? Oh, I'm gonna marry Teddy and Tamra.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because
I'm married to
amazing.
him.
And
I'm
you wanna
consistent.
you want to grow old with
Yes,
them. Being
yeah.
Pillows and beers. Obviously, we're
I'm
gonna
good on
kill
that,
it.
yeah.
And we're gonna shoot it in its head too. It's not gonna be nice like Kim. Summer House Southern Charm, Vanderpump Rules.
Well, Vanderpump Rules got killed.
Got killed. They did it
So,
for us.
I did that for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry Summer House because I'd love a Hamptons house.
No, you're gonna fuck Summer House. It'd be so much fun.
Oh,
And Mary Southern Charm is a little traditional and like they're
That's
not
true,
gonna
but then
cheat
I'm
on
like-
you.
they're not.
No, they're not. And
So-
Southern Charm?
They're not gonna cheat on me,
No, because they're all like Southern.
girl.
Oh, are
I
they?
don't know how they're acting.
Oh,
and
no. Oh,
mix and
really?
matching. So I don't know. I might have caught different episodes. But also I'm so bad at the humidity, and it's humid in Charleston.
Yeah, it's quite humid.
So I can't. So fucking there is gonna be really hard to do
You're really
too.
sweaty. Yeah, and there's
So that's
probably
gonna
like
be hard.
alligators. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
In the marsh.
Mhm,
You don't
in
want
the
to fuck in the marsh.
Yes, I'm gonna fuck Southern Charm. And I'm gonna marry Summer House because I do. That cast is fun.
Yeah, they're a lot
They're
of fun.
sweeties, yes.
Okay, Dorinda, Luann, Sonia.
Oh
my God. Should we skip this one? I don't wanna do it.
I know
Oh.
it's gonna be hard, but I feel I have to marry Dorinda.
Okay.
Because also when we had her on our series show, she talked about how she got hit on by a priest at Rails.
Oh my God.
And she was like, because she was like, I'm a Catholic girl. I was so afraid. Because she's like, I was attracted to the priest, but I know I'm gonna be a bad girl if I
it's such a
flirt with it."
Fleabag moment.
And I'm like, wow, truly,
Yeah.
And you know what? Me, Sonia, Lou, I don't know about you, we're fucking till we die.
Yeah, right.
Because that's how that goes.
Yeah,
They are
love it.
so. Did you watch their spinoff, Crappy Lake?
I did.
It is so
it.
funny.
I think they should go to like different cities and continue. I just
know.
I just love them together.
Yeah,
Here's
they're
the thing:
so
they need
funny.
to be on TV for the rest. Everyone's like, bring back older, and I'm like, no, all right, like keep giving them like these women are stars. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like
the
keep
power of them.
just
Yes.
keep doing more. Even like Erica Jade, I'm like, let's just like let her go do stuff.
Yes.
Stop putting them in the thing of like you can always get new people in to
Yeah.
fight and do whatever and whatnot. But I like these
Yeah.
women are like they're crazy stars. Phaedra, Portia, Nene.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Oh, that's hard.
That is hard. Because like OG Atlanta. I mean,
You gotta marry Phaedra.
I know marrying Phaedra would be really fun.
You have to.
And I do whenever and I know, of course, people who watch the show, they have very polarizing thoughts on her sometimes.
Yeah.
Whenever I've interviewed her, she is the sweetest
She's lovely.
woman on earth.
I thought she was adorable on Traders.
Really funny on Traders.
Did you see the people mag of her and her receipts?
Yes. She's an icon.
She's like, and then I went to Scaparelli, and then I did this. I thought about another person. Oh, there it is. Like, she's just.
When we interviewed her, she was telling us that her kids love going to Paris to shop. I'm like, I want to be one of the kids that go shopping.
Please adopt me.
my
So
God.
marrying Phaedra, what are you gonna do, Portia, Nene?
Oh.
I'm gonna make you answer it.
Oh my God.
You're in trouble.
I'm trying to think. I feel I'm like I would because Nene right now she's doing her show again, but I don't know how much she wants to mix and
Yeah.
mingle with the Bravo realm yet.
Yeah.
So
Do you think Nene should come back to Bravo?
I would love.
Right.
But I don't, and I feel like she'd be really fun on Atlanta. But I kind of to what you're saying, she's such her personality. You can kind
Yeah.
of put her anywhere. I would love her in the mix doing something.
Yeah.
Maybe Atlanta, but I do like Kelly on one of the newbies on Atlanta. I love
Yeah.
her so much, and her and Angela Oakley, I really feel
Yeah.
are making such a stride on this season. I don't know how much old and new we can
Yeah.
mix,
Right.
but if Nene wants to go back to Atlanta, I feel she'd be so fun.
They need to have a Housewives boot camp. Like
Oh.
sometimes I think too people are like, oh my God, Irina. I'm like, I wish like I'll rewatch like old Atlanta reunions, and I'm like, I want to like the what's it called, the masochist in me wants to be like put me in there so
Oh.
they can just rip me to shreds.
Her talking about
Like-
Sheree's Neverland.
Right,
it's
right.
The funniest
reads
thing
on there,
ever.
and also
It's-
people should have to like watch and study. Like when they put people on Traders, I heard that they like lock them in a hotel and make them rewatch the old episodes.
Oh.
But I feel like there should be a Housewives boot camp where like people should have to sit in with like Nene, Portia, and Phaedra and be like, here's how you do a reunion,
No, it
like
really is
training.
true.
You should
Yeah.
train. Yeah.
Okay. That'll be my, you know what? That's going to be like my ego death with Nene. So that's
Okay.
that. And I'll
Okay.
get down with Portia.
Okay. Portia would be
Especially
fun.
because she has bedding.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be soft. Yeah, it's going to be comfortable.
Okay, wait. Meredith Marks, Lisa Barlow, Heather Gay.
Oh my God, these are so hard. The Salt Lake City ladies are all really great too.
Right? They're
They are
great.
so
They're
fun.
really, really good.
They are so fun. I
would kill Meredith.
really.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I could see that. And I feel like she'd just want to be like in her bathtub for the rest of her life.
Yeah, because she would just talk like this or whatever. So I feel like she'd be okay with
She's like, I'm good.
She's like, I don't really care.
I feel I'm good. Marrying Heather Gay is the answer.
Yeah, Mary.
Because I do love her, and me and her. She talks about this all the time. We're both on Ozempic, so we can have an Ozempic fridge.
Fun.
Yes.
Like one of those cute little cosmetic ones.
Yeah,
like a retro.
What's in her bag? And I do love whenever I interact with Heather Gay. She's someone because she is such a fan of other shows on Bravo or anything. So whenever I'm in a thing where it's like a lot of other people on, like Kate Chastain did this digital show on Bravo, and it was me, Heather, Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine.
Ooh.
And Gabby also was in the audience for that too, and she did like an astrology segment. And Heather's just like, I can't believe this is my life. Like,
I know.
So
she radiates like gratitude
Yes.
and like I moderated a panel at 92nd Street Y for her book release.
Yes, she was telling us that, and she loved
she's
you.
like second that I walked in her dressing room, she's just like, hi. Well, no, I met her at BravoCon in the Sprinter van.
Oh, okay.
When we had the Shep incident where he told me that we should procreate together, and I was like,
whoa.
What?
That's
is this
a sign.
Shep said we should procreate.
That's a sign from above.
Maybe it's still recording. Oh,
The
I
lights
like
just-
it.
Oh, I know. It's very mood lighting.
I know, right? Darn chicken, wah, wah. All of a sudden, you just see me with no good
Procreate.
lighting, and I just look, I'm 80 years old.
No, we both just took the substance.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this happening?
We were like, why do we look like death? No, but we got in that Sprinter van together, and like she was just, and then I went backstage when we went to her to when I was moderating her panel, and she's just like, her energy and her love, and she's like so present, really, really lovely, and you know how sometimes like at BravoCon, you know like some people that you meet, you're kind of like, oh wow, like. It's just like a lot of makeup. It's a lot of like pageantry. Feels like you're meeting a pageant.
Yeah,
person.
and they're like, hello, and you're not. Oh, we're not gonna go deep at all.
Yeah, and they're like, hi, and I'm like, oh God, you know.
It's
And
so
again, as
hard,
someone who's like a fan and watched all the shows, you have like
To have that moment.
Yeah, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like so cool to meet this person, see what they're like in real life, and it's so cool when like Sonia was the Sonia that I watched for 8 years in real person. It was like, oh my God, you're real.
You are this,
and this is that. Yeah, there was a couple people that I was just like, you're kind of like dead in real life, you know?
Standoffish,
Yeah, and standoffish and weird. But Heather was just like, I think better in person even, you know?
I'm sure a lot of people, because you guys had such pandemonium at your panel, I'm sure there were people that are a little salty about that. I could imagine.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah, back in the, for sure. But Heather was just like so great.
And I love too, because especially, I think she talked about it in the second book, the one that you moderated, where she was like, or maybe in an LA Times article about it, where she's like, this show, she's like, I was able to rebuild my life with this. Because she's like, I was a divorced woman in the Mormon church. Like, I was considered dead.
Yeah. And even like the bad stuff, or not the bad stuff, but like the rough times, she's just like so grateful and thankful. And she just like is so grateful for the opportunity. And it's really, really sweet.
Well, that's what's good. Those girls all go with the punches too for her.
Yeah. Okay, the lights are back on. We paid our bill. Thank you, Con Edison. Oh my God. That still happens to me. I literally forget to pay my
I'm on auto pay for that reason.
Oh, good. Smart. See, I always lose I just lost my wallet again for like the 5th time this year. Literally already. It's been, three times this year. And then I have to go through Netflix, and I just give up, like changing. I lose my whole wallet, driver's license, 4 credit cards, everything.
Do you just leave it around the world?
I'm like really mindless.
Oh.
When it only happens when I'm sober. Okay. But anywho, so the lights really do like my shit's on auto. Okay, I have one more to do with you. Jen Shaw, Teresa, Karen Huger.
Oh.
Huger? Who's Karen Huger?
She's from Potomac. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like,
okay.
You're a little messy.
Okay.
Well, Karen is my birthday twin.
Oh.
So I do love her. I feel I need, for that reason, I'm going to marry her.
Okay.
Because then we can celebrate our birthdays together.
Cute.
But she's the Grand Dame. Why not she retired that name in prison?
Okay.
But I think I would want to be her husband. Teresa, I'm a Jersey boy. She's a Jersey girl. I think we'll get down and dirty together.
Yes.
Yes. And meeting her, she is really sweet.
Really?
And I feel that surprises people because obviously, like the table flip and everything like that. Heart of gold, and like remembers things that you talked to her about last time and everything like that. Which like running all around in like a 5-minute like carpet interview. And she's like, oh my God, how are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's really sweet. And Jen, I don't get down with elder abuse.
Samesies.
Same. Yeah.
We're anti that here on Please Say Below. Okay.
But I love that she's hanging out with Elizabeth Holmes.
Oh yeah, the Thanos.
Thanos
chick?
girl,
What
yeah.
are they like?
They're doing a housewife musical, I think, in prison. Tony's are next week. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what they get into. Patti LuPone's going to star in it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what did you just say earlier about Honey Boo Boo and Patty?
Oh,
That's what I was just thinking about.
Honey Boo Boo slam Petty Patty. We decided to call her Petty Patty.
Okay.
And she says she's a shit stirrer.
Shit stir.
And the funniest thing, and I think this is like the small world of New York glam. Well, of course, you have your boy Face by Case. Who you love, who is a doll. And you, Sierra goes with
yes,
with him too.
and Jenna now does too.
Oh my God,
and there
yep.
was drama with him of people in our group fighting over him.
Really? Well, he does great work and is so sweet, so I understand
Yeah.
why people would want to fight
Yeah.
over him, but I feel he's loyal to his girl.
Yes.
Well, I hope he is. But
It's Pride Month. I won't say anything.
but Honey Boo Boo, apparently, when she came in to do our show, had the same glam person that one time worked with Patti LuPone. That I love that Patti LuPone and Honey Boo Boo share a glam.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, did they have an experience with Patti? And she said, I don't know, but I know it was awful. She's like, from what I know about Patti LuPone, she had an awful time.
I love it. I love it. Danny, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
you for spilling the tea
Oh
and
my
doing
God.
some hot goss.
Always. I'm glad I caught you when you were in the city. You're a globetrotter. I'm excited to see where we're vacationing next.
Yes.